If you guys think that detoxing is just drinking smoothies or eating vegetables, sit down, my friends, because we're here to tell you that it's so much more than that. And detoxing incorporates skin, body, and mind.
We're going to share with you what you could be doing wrong in the shower that's causing you more breakouts or inflammation, as well as at-home spa treatment that you could do. And all you really need is a sink.
And since we're talking about detoxing as being more of a holistic approach, I thought I'd bring on Rowena, who's going to share with us some of her own tips as well.
Hey guys, so my name is Rowena, and on my channel I talk a lot about what it means to be our best selves, and it includes being mindful of what we consume, what we put in our bodies, what we watch, everything that comes into our bodies.
Because it does all interrelate. But before we jump into it, make sure you are subscribed to Beauty Within and you click the notification bell. Select the all notifications because you seriously don't want to miss out any videos. Let's go!
So this is like giving your face a sauna or a facial right in your bathroom.
So in your bathroom, just make sure that your sink is nice and clean, and then just run the hot water till it gets pretty hot. Plug up the hole and then just let the hot water fill up the sink halfway up. You can also just boil some water in a kettle and then just pour it into the sink. Then you want to get a towel that is able to cover your head as well as drape over the sink so that steam doesn't escape. And you want to just hover over the sink like a UFO for about 5 to 10 minutes with your face approximately 20 centimeters away from the water. If it gets too hot and too stuffy, you can let a little steam out from the towel, but the point is to make your face sweat. The warm steam makes you sweat, which helps to open up the pores and soften the surface layer of the skin, which is normally the dead skin cell. And it also releases the dirt, the grime, the oils that is usually trapped underneath the skin and what causes the breakouts. Now, the other benefits obviously includes like cleansing out the pores, enhanced circulation, helps relax, increase endorphins. So after you steam your face, this is when your skin is nice and soft and your pores are wide open. So it will be best time to extract those stubborn blackheads or whiteheads.
Next, we're gonna talk about showering. Did you know that if you shower in water that is a little too hot, it's actually very bad for you?
No hot, steamy shower.
So the thing with hot showers is the water temperature we bathe in is a personal preference for everyone. But if you tend to linger in super hot water for too long, you could be drying out your skin, which over time might make for more parched, acne-prone skin. So something I learned when I was younger, because I've always had eczema and really dry, itchy skin, my aunt told me that right after you shower, dry yourself in the shower while it's still steamy, and then put on lotion immediately after so that your pores are
Absorb everything.
And same with your hair. When you use hot shower, that's why a lot of conditioners recommend you to rinse out with cold water, so that actually helps your hair follicles be smoother.
Or if you do like it really hot, you can also just limit the amount of time that you actually have it at that temperature and just maybe like a shot of it. Just be like, yeah.
But it is good to have a shot of cold water to rinse
At the
your hair
end.
at the very end.
Yeah, because that actually makes it shiny. So another skincare tip is called triple masking. And if you guys haven't already seen, we did an in-depth video about the whole process. But basically it's combining 3 different types of masks, doing it consecutively. So you start with exfoliating mask, and then you do a detoxifying mud mask, and you seal it all off with a sheet mask, just something to like rehydrate the skin.
Replenish.
Make sure you guys try it out if you haven't heard of it, because it's actually not that well known.
But it's amazing.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna move on to the body. So what does it mean to detox the body? Did you know that our body's actually already very well equipped with naturally detoxifying
Toxins, yeah, that's what the liver and the kidneys are for, right?
Yeah.
To flush everything out. But it can always use with a little bit of additional help, and that's what cleansers and like juice and smoothie detoxes are actually for.
So I love making smoothies because I feel like green stuff and fruits high in antioxidants and leafy greens, these are all great things to naturally detox the body. And let me show you guys what I usually put in my smoothies, my go-to green smoothie that's amazing for the skin and the body. Here I'm adding about a cup of pineapple and a cup of mango. The quantity is honestly all personal preference. A few cucumber slices, which help the liver remove impurities, waste, and toxins. About 4 leaves of parsley, this little vitamin-rich plant packs a mean detox punch. 2 handfuls of spinach, because I like my smoothies green. A pear and an apple. Some green grapes loaded with antioxidants and major sweetness. Juice of half a lemon for flavor flushing out those toxins, and a spoonful of spirulina, which is a green-blue algae high in protein and fatty acids, very good for the skin and the body. And about 36 ounces of water. You can substitute water for almond, soy, or coconut milk to make it creamier, or use orange juice to keep it citrusy and refreshing. Blend until smooth, and voila! A huge part of making smoothies and life in general is to have fun and to try new things. And this is my go-to smoothie for a clean and refreshing little cleanse.
Okay, so a little hack if you're unlike Rowena and you don't want to make your own smoothies, you can actually find the baby food aisle and actually get one of these, like, well, maybe not Sesame Street, but like you can actually pick these pre-made smoothies. They're all organic and they're just full of like the fruit pulp itself, so it's actually really healthy. Like this one has blueberries, sweet potato, apples and pumpkin, peaches and banana. So if you actually read it, it's a fruit puree, so it's actually the same as making your own smoothie, and these are only $1.60. So
Alright, so next is workouts, but more importantly about sweating. Once again, our body naturally just kind of sweats throughout the day, whether it's like a little bit or when you're working out, it is a lot or profusely. But this is just your body's natural way of detoxifying itself and releasing the toxins in your body. So I don't know about you, but like when I have a fever, all I do is sweat it out and you're like fine the next day. And it's that release of toxins, right? Which is why working out is great. And the tip here is make sure after you work out, make sure you rinse off, you know, all your sweats and your oils, because if you don't, the toxins actually seep back into your body. So yeah, just be clean, hygienic. So we're almost there, but we're up to the mind. What is detoxing the mind to you?
To me, it's being mindful and being just conscientious of what's going on in here.
There's so many thoughts that like go throughout our head that we kind of feel the need to get out.
Let it go. And
Yeah.
it's also digitally what you're consuming, either social media, the movies, the things you're listening to.
So here are some ways that you can detox your mind.
Journaling and practicing gratitude are two things that help ground me without fail, as a huge part of detoxing the mind is to let go of notions and narratives we've developed over the years about ourselves, our reality, and the world around us. One of my favorite quotes from Tony Robbins is that gratitude is a solution to anger and fear, and I'd argue it's a solution to combat any negative emotions. By spending a few minutes every morning and night reflecting and writing down 3 things I'm grateful for, no matter how big or small, and 3 amazing things that happened, I'm able to start and end the day beaming with gratitude. Just remember, the smaller changes are often the most powerful, and that small incremental improvements lead to big results over time.
So I also use the 5-minute journal as well. So on every page, you're supposed to write the date, and it says, what am I grateful for? You just write 3 things that come to your mind. What would make today great? Daily affirmations. But what I love is that there's also these weekly challenges that they set at the beginning. And for example, this one says, meditate for 5 minutes or longer. Right after writing here, just focus on observing your breath and clearing your mind. I love how there's quotes on the top of every page as well, like this. So this one, for example, says, real beauty isn't about symmetry or weight or makeup. It's about looking life right in the face and seeing all its magnificence reflected in your own. So it's really just about coming to terms with yourself, really being self-aware and being truthful and realistic about yourself, your own capabilities, your situation. And that's something that's actually much harder to do than it seems. You know, we all like to think that we know ourselves the best, but I think if you really dig down deep, there's layers that you haven't really uncovered. There's layers that you don't even know that you had in you, or that you didn't even know you could react the way that you do. So every day is kind of a day to learn about yourself. So what gratitude is for me is, how I think about it is, you know, when you start expecting things, you stop appreciating things, and then that's when, like, in your mind things seem unfair, or they're like unjust, or you get really stressed out, or you're frustrated, you know, over people or certain situations, and it's because you started expecting too much. Like, I'm grateful for the fact that I can live in this apartment, for example, and I don't have to live 2 hours away. So even little things like that, you know, I'm appreciating rather than just expecting or being like,
oh, life could be so much better if it was this way, but it's just like the frame of mind that you choose to think about things. In order to do this, you don't even need this specific notebook. You can actually just write down your thoughts in any notebook.
Another thing is to be aware of how you're spending your time. The content we consume, the music we listen to, the articles we read, the movies and shows we watch all affect us more than we know. A few things I do daily are to leave my phone and laptop on Do Not Disturb to minimize distractions by notification, be super mindful of what I let myself consume digitally, and limit the time I'm aimlessly scrolling through social media.
Meditation, I find, is the best way to not only detox your body, your mind, but also your soul. It helps to take yourself away from your situation, and then you'll be able to see things clearer, but also be able to see things from a different angle. I normally like to sit in a double lotus position. I feel like that also helps the flow of chi in my body. Sitting there with your eyes closed and just clearing your mind of all negative thoughts, energy, and just be with yourself, your mind, and think about absolutely nothing. Doing this on a daily basis, if possible, will not only improve your energy levels, improves the way you think, improves productivity, but also makes yourself a happier or better person. I feel like we're so in the hustle and bustle of our lives that we forget to just stop for a second, and I feel like meditation is the best way to just clear all of that stuff and just start again.
So those are our tips on detoxing the skin and body and mind. Hope you guys kind of opened your thoughts about what detoxing actually is, because most of the time we just think of it as like, let's eat a carrot, let's have some spinach.
Which is a small part of it,
Yeah.
but there's a lot more beyond that.
So Rowena will be sticking around for more of these like wellness, health tips, but also like how to be more mindful of your lifestyle.
Yeah, so if you guys came from my channel, make sure you're subscribed, and I'll be on here a lot more.
If you like this kind of video, remember to give it a thumbs up, and also comment down below and tell us what else helps you detox your mind, body, your spirit, your skin. If you have any other tips, sharing is caring. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye!